In the heart of Africa, a resilient nation rose through decades of struggle, sacrifice, and hope.
On the 15th of August, Emidio Tafeng, Second Lieutenant Emidio Tafeng, was asked to come to Juba to come and take the salaries of the soldiers from Juba to Torit. They suspected that he was the leading man in the rebellion. The atmosphere was not well. So when Tafeng arrived here, he was hand-clapped,
was
arrested, put in the plane, flown to Khartoum, from Khartoum to Port Sudan, where he was in prison, detained. That caused uneasiness. The news leaked that Tafeng was actually arrested. And the movement order for number 2 company to come to Juba and from here by steamer to Khartoum was on. Was issued. But the soldiers, the atmosphere was conducive, was not good. Suspicion and tension prevailed. Somebody called Wakil Bulkamin Satumino, he actually shot the Liwa. He lay in ambush with an arrow and shot the Liwa. That was Amir Alai Ismail Salim.
Amir Alai Ismail Salim.
Yeah, he was shot. He shot somebody, the post officer. He mistook him for the Liwa.
He shot somebody different, not the Liwa.
Not the Liwa. So that was the beginning of the situation. And on the 18th of August, the soldiers were paraded, number 2 company was paraded to come to Juba, and the soldiers were hesitant. The company commander was a northerner called Salah Abdel Majid, Captain Salah Abdel Majid. He ordered the drivers to get into their trucks so that the soldiers could climb and they drive to Juba. The drivers were hesitating. He was so nervous, he shot his driver in the hand. That shot made the soldier to disperse from there, ran to the arms stores, broke the arms stores, took arms and started shooting their commanders. Miralai Ismail Salim ran to the police and he was actually rescued by then police captain Nicola Oboya. It was Nicola Oboya who rescued him and ran with him to Uganda, saved him, and the rest, those who remained there, were all massacred. And when they finished killing the officers, they went to the town and started shooting any northerner they can find. Men, women.
The story of South Sudan is one of blood, belief, and unbreakable spirit. The quest for liberation began in 1955 with the first Anyanya War, a rebellion powered by deep-rooted marginalization. For 17 years, brave South Sudanese fought for justice and culminating in the 1972 Addis Ababa Peace Agreement. Though the guns fell silent, the dream of true freedom remained alive. In 1983 marked a turning point. The Sudan People's Liberation Movement and Army, SPLM-SPLA, emerged, reigniting the flames of resistance. From the deep bush, commanders rallied the people. A new generation, the Red Army, rose in the spirit of sacrifice and duty. Under visionary leadership,
nobody would accept to be a second-class citizen in his or her own country. And so, unless we achieve a new Sudanese political dispensation, a new Sudan that belongs to all of us equally, in which we are equal stakeholders, then why should I remain in a country where I'm called Abid? No, I will not.
The SPLM-SPLA became more than a military force. It was a movement of unity and determination. After decades of war, peace found its home.
Let us honor William D. Saturnino Lopore, John Garang, Francis Nor, William Nyon, Ali Batala, Ferdinando Goi. Many friends, we lost along the way of freedom. Many, many heroes, we lost along the way of freedom.
In 2005, the Comprehensive Peace Agreement was signed in Kenya, ushering in a 6-year period of autonomy. For the first time in generations, the people could rebel and imagine a sovereign future. In 2008, a national census recorded over 8 million South Sudanese. 2 years later, in a historic referendum, the world viewed as 98.8% voted for independence. A dream realized, a nation born.
We have to forgive, although we will not forget.
Independence came with both pride and responsibility. The Bank of South Sudan was instituted in 2011, marking the foundation of monetary sovereignty of the country. Its branches soon spread across the country, from Malakal to Wau, Ye, Nimuli, Kwajok, Rumbek, Bor, and Awil, culminating in a landmark headquarters in Juba, a symbol of economic resilience of the country.
Some people call me Mama Currency. Success is not an accident, it's not an accident. But rather it is hard work. Positive care and impact that makes a difference. You know, you either use it or lose it. You have to use your skill. You have to use your talent, or otherwise you lose it. Lastly, but not the least, we shall walk small steps, one by one, every day together, and we will prosper. I will try my level best to be committed and serve the cause of society before my personal goals. Inspire greatness in our employees and make a difference. Let us cultivate a sense of belonging and mourning all in this institution so that our future generations.
It is only through our effort that will make it a better place for ourselves, for our children and children's children. Let us work together as the brothers and sisters, as a one family on the entire financial sector of South Sudan.
forged ahead, building roads to connect regions, including Juba to Bor and Bahr al-Ghazal. The Freedom Bridge united communities, Belfarm headquarters, fortified security, new universities, thriving markets, and the iconic Juba Stadium reflected a society on the rise. South Sudan's beauty lies in its diversity. Its rich cultural tapestry spans over 60 ethnic groups, each contributing to the national identity. The Nile nourishes life. Its fertile land, cattle, forests, and abundant wildlife point to a future of a sustainable promise. From the hatches of war rose a resilient people, unshaken by hardship. South Sudan stands tall not only for what it has overcome, but for what it aspires to become.
The Bank of South Sudan Monetary Policy Committee, the MPC, reviewed monetary policies fundamentals for 2025, addressing macroeconomic challenges and approving policies to guide commercial banks and stakeholders' operation. The policy aims to achieve a 6.8% projected real GDP growth, maintain headline inflation at 61.5%, encourage private sector borrowing, private sector lending to 40% of the total deposits, and building internal reserve equivalent to 4.5 months of import cover. The policy aligns with government objectives and the revitalized agreement on the resolution of the conflict in South Sudan. The Bank of South Sudan's monetary and credit policy for the year 2025 are as follows. 1. Adopt mechanisms to enhance monetary, credit, foreign exchange, macroprudential, national payment, and currency policies. 2. The Bank of South Sudan requires commercial banks to maintain the reserve requirement rate of 25% and 30% on local and foreign denominated currencies. Monetary Policy Committee unanimously maintained central bank rate at 15%.
A young nation with a deep-rooted spirit and a proud, diverse culture destined for greatness.
After independence came the responsibility of nation building. The country leadership established key institutions, including the Bank of South Sudan. This institution started embarking on its outreach, including open branches in Malakal, Yei, Wau, Rumbek, Kwajok, Awil, Nimeli, and also constructing its important landmark in Juba, the headquarters of the Bank of South Sudan. Bank of South Sudan also embarked on other initiatives, including the ongoing construction of the Banking and Finance Institute in Wau, cultivating over 100 fedans of rice in Awil, and acquiring lands in important town of Yambio, Pariang, and Bantiu. Bank of South Sudan also embarked on capacity building of its employees, including expanding the directorates of the bank and training the staff to run the institution. Daniel Marengwek, SSBC.
ناس كثيرين يقول كلام ده نسيه كلام كثير، لكن كلام هسه ده يا بقى جد خلاص، ما في زول إني بنكر ينو كلام ده بقى جد. فأنا جيت عشان أتكلم معكم كلام الأخير قبل الشغل، ونحن بنتكلم بعد الشغل، أنا بقول تاني ونتكلم تاني. وده آخر كلام انتم متكلم قدام ضباط بتاعكم في العمليات، لكن كقائد العام ده هو كلام لكم نهارده عشان نوريكم الشغل اللي انتم هتمشي تعملوه، والشغل ده شغل واحد، ده تدمير كل محلات اللي انتم قلتوا ده. هدف بتاعنا واحد، هدف بتاعنا واحد. ده هدف بتاعنا شنو؟ الهدف بتاعنا الآن ده جوبا ذاته.
bothers them because nobody deserves circuit. في حاجة bothers him, في حاجة pains him, حاجة بوجعه. He's homesick, هو جعان, he has been في زول شتمه في القوة، يعني في أسباب كثيرة. فلازم تلف القوة بتاعك so that you are not surprised by desertion. So this is one thing that destroys, that spoils عمليات.